As you know, it's the beginning of 2026, and I want to use this video to help me set the table for the channel and for the brand overall of where I'm going. I started back towards November um, when I was getting my life organized, putting everything in Notion so that everything is in one place where I don't have, post-its over here, notes in this journal, notes on that legal pad, having it all in one place consolidated because I wanted to plan out the year once I decided to take up Doc's challenge of a video every day for 2026. And I was trying to put together a plan of attack for each month and doing everything revolved around my newsletter and the live stream. The live stream is Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The newsletter comes out on Fridays at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So in doing so, I was trying to put all that inside of my Notion Life OS, which I purchased from Simon from Better Creating. And I was finding it difficult to fit what I was trying to put together into his system or to tweak his system to make it mine. And I found myself now here in the first week of January not being where I thought I was going to be. But I'm close to having what I need. I'll have it done for sure by this weekend. But I've come to the realization that I'm going to have to create my own databases for my content. And then maybe later on, as things calm down, I can figure out how to merge what I'm doing with the system that Simon provides, because his system is more advanced and it's to where I want to get to. But my whole philosophy for last year was to just do it dirty and get it done. And I still want to keep that because once you get started, you can clean it up as you go along. But the first hurdle is to just get started. So starting next week, we'll get into my cadence. Well, we'll have everything going. I'm also going to bring back the podcast, but I'm going to tweak it a little bit. And the podcast will be back starting in February. For this month in particular, the overall theme that will be in the newsletter, and we'll figure out ways to put it also in the live stream, is sports. And we'll be talking about issues that affect Black women in sports as well as Black women who have succeeded in sports. So that's the thought going forward. I have a theme for each month. We will do some dives and some other things each month for different women to highlight them and bring their stories to you. We'll also be doing prompting because I want you to start documenting your story as well as the stories of your family, or maybe just stories from your mentor, things that should be remembered, wisdom that needs to be shared. The thing I think about, as Black people, a lot of our stories and histories were destroyed, whether it was figuratively or literally. And now in this digital age, I feel like we all have an obligation to document our stories, to document the things that we've learned so that our children and our children's children don't have to reinvent the wheel. We can finally move on from reinventing the wheel and having the horse to drag the wagon to designing the car instead of keep rolling back and being stuck at creating the wheel. So that's the thought process going forward. Like I said, I want to encourage you to document your stories, document the stories of people you care about, whether that's written, whether that's video. If you need help or any suggestions, drop comments below and I'll make videos to help you out. If I don't know it, I know a lot of people who are experts in their field and could probably get them to come on the channel or give me tips that I can share with you. I just want this to be a very, very positive year. And I want to share and give a lot of value, a lot of information, especially in light of what's been going on lately. We have an obligation to ourselves and to our families, to our communities, to share where we've come from, to share what we're doing now, to give them the impetus to go forward and do great things in the future. And when we share these stories, that's how people know it's possible. Or it gives them just the push to say, I can go a step beyond what I know to be possible because this person got to where they got to and it seemed impossible. So that's how we're setting the table. We're going to be bringing you some type of content every day, with Sundays being, in case you missed Sunday's video, I'm also doing the Year of Yes based on the book by Shonda Rhimes. And I'll be saying yes to things that terrify me. Or really just things that I would normally say no to or skip over or tell myself a lie that I'll get back to it. Realizing that opportunities don't always come around again. And when every time you say no to an opportunity, you're saying no to the opportunity to grow. At least that's the way I look at it. Hopefully this channel will be more about us sharing and exchanging ideas and informations and stories and histories as opposed to me telling you what to do, because I'm not a know-it-all. I don't want to come off as being a know-it-all. I am constantly learning and growing. I'm a perpetual student. But one of the best ways to retain what you learn is to share it and talk about it with other people. So that's where we're going. And I hope you will come along for the ride. If you want to make any suggestions or anything like that, drop them in the comments. Please like and subscribe. If you know anyone who's going to want to go on this journey with me, I highly appreciate it.
Yeah. Beat drops heavy. Heartbeat steady. Ready.
Check the mirror. See a queen in the reflection. No doubt, full steam, no signs of deflection. Crown on my curls, world in my palm. March to my beat.